There's Rondell. He's in the house. There he is. Right?
Oh, man.
A little on time. We were a little late. Sorry about that, guys.
It
wasn't me, though. It wasn't Rondell. No,
it wasn't Rondell. I'm going to tell you, it was Nikki's Pizza.
Right.
They all stopped.
That's what it was.
Oh, jeez.
Looking at the wings.
Let me put it up.
And the caprese pie.
Let me put it up.
Yeah, bro. We're going to start with that because that was delicious. And I got to tell you, Nikki, thank you. That was really good.
Truly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Showed out.
Yeah, she showed out. Yeah, she showed out. So
yeah, so we said we will put a plug out for her.
Yeah.
So there is a plug, man. Thank you so much.
Check out Nikki's. She took care of us. Caps is closed today, so we
went to his sister Nikki's.
So I went to
Nikki's. Keep it in the family.
Yeah, keep it in the family. Nikki's is she's got some fire pizza.
Yeah, so we had this caprese, man. This caprese pie, the one we just had, that was delicious.
It was so good.
Holy cool,
right?
And then the fucking wings were good too.
Right, the wings
they were really good. Yeah. They had like a nice kick to the back of the palate. It was,
a little special secret sauce.
Yeah, man, it was delish.
Yeah, she takes care of it.
100%.
So check her out. I'll give a little plug. She's
out by Old Dixie and between 16th and 12th.
Is that what it is? Old Dixie, right next to the fire station.
Yeah.
Yeah, 772-205-2099, 1436 Old Dixie Highway.
That's it. Make sure you guys check her out. Tell her that we sent you. I don't know if there's any discounts, but just...
I didn't discuss that with her. So.
I don't know if John got a discount.
No.
When he bought the pizza.
I just got a hug from Nikki. That's all.
That's cool. But anyway,
we thank her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Always taking care of us. Switch it back. There we go.
There you go. Starting the show again.
Again. What's up?
Gonna start DJing,
right?
So what's up? How you guys been doing this week?
Doing good. Trying to stay cool. It's been really hot.
It's been
super hot July here. It's like, whoa, dude, what the hell's going on?
Which is a little scary because what happens is that when it's that hot, you got hurricanes.
Oh yeah. Water gets warm. You get water gets warm.
One dancing around out there, and he's supposed to be real scary.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too worried about it, but what I'm saying is just I'm on the water, so
yeah. Yeah, you just gotta be.
Yeah,
you gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
It's all right. You'd be good.
I may have to come and crash in John's house.
Come here, get the boat up.
I have
to go hang out here.
Let's boat up.
Oh, that's funny.
Bring it right into the pool. John's pool.
Right. It's funny.
Imagine that boat floating out there in this pool. I'm living on it. Way out.
Oh my God.
Morning, John.
Right. What's up, Eddie?
How you doing?
Well, hopefully that won't be the case. So it'll be all right. It's all right.
It's gonna be okay. I mean, it's just. I tell you, even for the 4th of July, we had our skies were nice for a while, and then they started shooting the planes.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Did you see them?
Yeah.
I mean, they were just shooting the skies like they wanted to screw up the 4th of July.
Yeah, make it rain.
And rain it off, but it didn't happen. I mean, I had the best seat in the house, bro. I was on the deck of the boat, looking right at the fireworks at Fort Pierce, bro.
Nice.
I mean, it was amazing,
That's
bro.
awesome.
Wow, 15 minutes of solid, boom, boom.
That's awesome.
Colors,
yeah.
I had my grandson, which was nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, it was real good, man.
Good. That's a good way to bring it in, celebrating.
Yeah, 250, man. 250. Yeah, we live in the greatest country in the world, man. You know what's funny? I remember the bicentennial.
I know too. I do. Yeah,
I remember the bicentennial. Yeah. I was like 15 years old already.
Yeah, I was 1976.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 68, so I was 8.
Yeah, I was really like 16.
Yeah. That's crazy. Rondell.
You weren't even
around. Where you at? Where you been?
Y'all old as fuck.
Right? That's true. That's true.
You said true. What?
True story, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of scary.
1976, bro.
That's kind of scary.
July 4th, 1976, the bicentennial year.
Yeah.
I remember it was.
No, y'all been through some time. Y'all done seen some
years. That's the thing. That's why, like I always say, we're like the last generation that knows what it's like to live without technology and all the different things that we were. We went out and stayed out all day.
Boomers even more.
Yeah,
none of us had that shit.
No.
I didn't go to school with any computers.
We know.
I got computers in college.
How was it going to school with Jesus?
Right. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I know, like George Washington, he had a shovel he would ride on.
Right. Oh my God. That's funny.
That's crazy.
They got a movie coming out called Young Washington now.
Yeah.
It's the George Washington story, but it's all Young Washington. It's all lies.
Fucking lies. You know, how the hell you know about Washington? Or how his life was when he was a kid?
I say it all the time.
Y'all had cameras back then?
They
Y'all know what was going on?
They're just making shit up.
I've been saying it for years. I was like, that history is such everything.
You see the apple tree scene, you know what I mean? That I think it's bullshit too. A story.
It's all stories.
It's a story. Remember the apple tree? That's what honest Washington.
The cherry tree. It was the cherry chopped out the cherry tree or whatever that was. You know,
man, the fuck that.
It's all made up. It's all
live.
It's all coordinated and made up.
I chopped down a cherry tree one time too. I got my ass whooped for that shit.
Oh, that's right. You said that. I mean, you told you that. Yeah. Yeah, that's just.
Were you like Washington? You told me the truth.
Nah, I just fucking. I was out there. I'm supposed to be landscaping and shit, helping my mama on the weekend. And I'm just chopping shit. I chopped down one of her fucking cherry trees.
Black Washington.
I'm talking about that motherfucker fell, and I knew I
Black
fucked
George
up.
Washington.
Yeah, man.
Modern day Black George
The
Washington.
young Black Washington.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
That's funny. Man. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I was just bringing up July because I was at the Kim Clement prophecies pulling up about strange July coming up this year, and I think that, like we talked about before, I think that we're walking into that season in time when all these prophecies are going to come to true of everything we've been talking about for the past 5 years on our podcast. That's why I'm having a hard time coming up with subject matter anymore now.
You know, I seen the other day.
It's like we're getting to the end of this mess. Go ahead.
I see Africa's locking down their gold now too.
Oh yeah, no, everything. Because remember, we have to have a reevaluation of currency. That's a Kim Clement prophecy too. Watch the gold.
Africa's shutting their shit down.
Yeah.
This shit's getting crazy, and that's one of the biggest exporters of gold and minerals. Point blank.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, no, you're exactly
minerals,
right.
point blank. That is one of the biggest places.
And that's what it comes down to when it comes to the reevaluation of currency. You good, bud?
No.
I'm good. I'm just like
barely.
He's gonna
I
fall
haven't
over.
really smoked a lot today.
He's gonna fall over. Ka-dunk.
Don't do that. No.
But that's the reevaluation of currency. That's what they talk about. The Iraqi dinar and the Vietnam dong and all these different currencies all over the world. They're all devalued because of the fact that they're not backed by minerals and gold and things of that nature that come from these different countries. They have to be backed by something, and it's backed by nothing. And
it's backed by nothing. It's backed by people.
Exactly, and that's what
people saying it's worse.
And that's what our currency is backed by people too. It's backed by
the imagination.
By make believe.
That's why everything is so expensive.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Because if we were backed by gold or silver, things would be reasonably priced.
Everything would be. Everybody would have
because
abundance.
we have that backing, right?
Yeah. Everybody would. There would be no inflation. Everything would stay the same price. You would be like, well, why does this car cost $60,000? I used to cost $20,000.
You know, I remember the Cadillac was the first car that I ever saw go to $10,000.
Yeah. I remember that.
Because you were able to get a '68 Mustang. $2,800.
You want to hear something crazy
absolutely.
we were talking about the other day at work? In China, do you know that China works every year to make cars cheaper, not more expensive? Do you know that there are brands in China right now that sell brand new cars with fully loaded for $8,000?
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
Our money, $8,000 our money.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it makes sense because of the fact that
and every year they get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
Yeah,
if you think about it,
for them, yeah, but not for us.
No, they don't allow those cars in this market.
Go on Temu.
Exactly.
Okay, not putting a plug
Trump
out for
talks about
Temu.
that all the time.
Yeah, go on Temu.
Yeah.
You could get an electric bike made in China for 1/3 the price than when you could get here. And the bike is just as fine because I just built one for a girl, a friend of Nikki's that she came, she bought a bike on. And the bike I built, it was a nice bike, bro.
Yeah.
Electric bike. You know what I mean? So what it is that their labor is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around. You know, I mean, they're a communist country, so they're going to control.
But their money doesn't go as far either. That's the thing. That's why their labor's cheaper.
But remember, everything is under control. But the labor's cheap because it's a fucking communist country, bro.
Well, Vietnam's the same way, though. Vietnam's the same way. Yeah.
Let's not forget the Uyghurs too. I mean, they had slaves.
But Vietnam's the same way. All their stuff is cheaper too because their currency's devalued. It shouldn't be devalued as much as it is. That's the problem. You can live in Vietnam for $250 a month in a nice condo on the water for $250 American dollar money a month.
You could do that in a lot of places. I mean,
that's what I mean. So why is that? Doesn't make any sense.
What's the name of that place in
Inflation?
No, in Asia. Everybody goes to
Thailand.
No, not Thailand. It's like a big resort.
Mandalay Bay.
Well,
I know what you're talking about. It's the big.
I can't think of it. It's a country that a lot of people. Bali.
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 Yeah.
So people go to Bali, and they say they go to Bali with $1,000.
Oh yeah.
You could vacation.
Yeah,
live like a rich. Have somebody come and clean your clothes.
But why is that? That's the thing.
Because we fucked up.
We didn't fuck up.
I mean, we as a country, because I'm an American and I'm a patriot.
I know,
and I'm part of this country.
I get it.
We didn't.
But what I'm saying, we as a country fucked up.
Yeah, we should have more abundance for everyone. Everybody should be.
You know what happened there? Greed, bro.
Yeah.
Greed got in the way, and everything got more expensive. Because even right now, even Trump is saying, "Listen, you oil guys need to bring the fucking prices down."
What have I been saying all this time? Yeah, we're getting gouged, and nobody's doing nothing about it. You know, they're
gas
gouging
stations are gouging.
They are. I've been saying this the whole time. This whole gas thing. I said the gas stations are the ones doing it.
You know what happened was this, because they're buying oil. Oil is at under $68 or some a barrel. They're buying oil at that price, but they're still charging as if the oil costs $120 a barrel.
That's exactly right.
Which is bullshit.
And they've been doing it all this time. They've been doing it for years and years and years. And that's what Trump is trying to tell people.
I think if one day, just one day, right, we didn't put any gas in the car, just one day, we'll fucking make them hurt. One day.
I don't think so.
I
don't think so.
One day of no money?
No, I don't think so.
One day of no money.
I don't think so. I don't think it would matter. Not for the oil companies wouldn't care. It's the local guy that would be pissed. Yeah. It'd be the local guy that nobody's filling up every day.
That's raising the price, local guy.
I know, but he would be the one that would be hurt.
Because OPEC is selling the fucking oil for $68 a gallon.
I know, $68 a barrel.
Whatever.
No, I know, but I mean that's what I've been saying all this time. It shouldn't fluctuate like it does like a stock. You shouldn't drive down US 1 in the morning at $3.68 and then drive back down to US 1 in the afternoon or at night and it's at $3.99. That doesn't make any sense. It's the same gas that's in the fucking tank in the floor in the ground. And that's what I've been saying all this time, and it doesn't make sense. They're just gouging because they're pretending like, oh look at the war broke out, or look, the barrel went up. Yeah.
If we just stop buying gas for a while,
for local people, the local gas stations they'll feel it big time.
Yeah, and
they dropped them prices.
So dropping
prices. That's what that guy did in Fort Pierce. He was dropping the price lower than everybody else, and everybody was going there and filling up.
I went over there, $1.99 a gallon.
He was killing it.
$1.99 a gallon, bro.
Well,
not only that, his store was
somebody said something to him and told him to stop doing it because then he jacked it back up.
Hey, he's back
somebody up. Somebody said something.
They will come after you.
$40 to fill up my Jeep. $40.
Yeah, they said something to him.
We trying to come up right now, and you fucking the vibes, really. That's what they did. That's probably what they told him.
They said something to him. That's what they did. They told him they was like, no, you can't do that. You need to jack up the price.
His shit was jumping.
Yeah. Fucking crazy, dude. That's what they're doing. They're sticking it to us.
Yeah.
I ought to have my homies outside. Come around here and say that shit again. You ain't walking away from this.
So that guy was able to sell the gas for that price, and it wasn't hurt. It didn't seem to be hurting him, but it was hurting everybody else around him. So guess what? So they all ganged up on him, and they said something to him. That's exactly what it was, because that's the only sense that's the only way you could make sense of that.
You fucking up the money.
Yeah. Because everybody was running. I was going out of my way to go there. I was like, oh, I'll just go home on Indrio and just drive down go down to
three counties. Is goddamn
exactly. Yeah.
3 counties.
You ever been on YouTube and watched a guy named Damon Darling?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see Damon.
Damon.
So check this out. So I like Damon Darling.
Everybody like David.
Yeah,
How you don't like David?
Anyway, So now he's been posting where stores are like don't want him in the store.
Yeah, they want him. Yeah, they don't want him in the stores.
Why?
Anymore.
He's helping people.
Yeah,
because he's bringing.
I don't know what it is.
He's bringing attention to something they don't want to see.
Yeah.
You know, or because he's just raising frequency and he's helping people. He's leveling up and helping people
because that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, are you serious?
It's crazy because the whole city know him, and then like the cops even know when they walk up to him. They was like, "We know who you are. We see what you do for people." It's the very first thing out their mouth. We see what you do for people. We know who you are. We watch your videos all the time, but they don't want you here.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that make sense?
He finds it.
You know what I do.
But
they know what I do.
And I love what he says. He says, listen, I'm under God's law.
Yeah.
I'm not under your law because I'm not breaking any laws.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah, it's very true.
I'm under God's law, and you're not going to stop me.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that, man. You know,
Damon don't be playing.
Damon Darling.
He's funny as hell, but then when he gets serious.
Yeah, you know, but he really helps people out, though.
Yeah, he does.
Which is nice, you know. I mean, how nice it is. You're on the shopping line, single mom, and you know he buys all your groceries. You know, he just pays for your groceries. He pays for it before you get a chance to.
Yeah. No, exactly. No,
Thank you.
He doesn't even look at it like a single mom. He just does it just to do it. Like he doesn't even. There's guys that didn't want any help at all. They're like, no, thanks. And he still does it. You know, and I've seen guys get mad at him for doing it.
I saw a guy like about to hit his wife. Because he was helping them. He was like, Damon goes, if you need help, you tell me, Meemaw.
Yeah, Meemaw. He calls him all Meemaw.
He was like, and she was like, he like snapped something from his wife and looked at it. He's like, hey, buddy, relax. We don't want no problems.
I'm married.
And then she was
he said, I'm married.
He's like, I'm married. She was like, and then the lady, the guy's wife is just sitting there. He's like, she's like looking scared at her husband, like he about to hit her or something. He was like, you all right, Meemaw?
That's funny.
He's like, if anything happened, you call me, Meemaw. I'll show up. He said that shit had me rolling. She sitting there like this on her chest like this, kid.
Yeah, because you never know, man. A lot of that shit goes on out there, but it's fucking abuse and shit.
But I think what his what he's doing is he's raising people's frequency. He's helping people out in the moment. He's being in the present moment. And those demons don't like that. They don't want you to raise frequency. You don't want to pass it on and pass it up and help somebody. And a lot of people don't like to accept that help because they get embarrassed.
It's funny, like, I don't know. I've always been that person. You know, if I could do something for you, I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
And people don't like that, bro. You know what I mean? People don't like that.
Nope. It's true.
I never understood that. Like, here I'm trying to help somebody, and you're like,
nah,
it's annoying you.
Yeah.
Because they're not in your shoes. Yeah. Envy is a nasty little thing. Some people don't even know why they envy you. People don't want. A lot of people be like, all right, somebody who helped and they think this person, you don't know that could be that person last, and you sitting there envious of, they always can show up and stuff. It's not that. This could be my last. You don't know, and I'm helping. You don't know. You really want to be in my spot? I'm finna help, and I don't know how I'm gonna get gas tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah.
Think about that. People don't be thinking about shit like that.
You help somebody.
You don't know.
Then you take the stress off them. I mean, that makes sense.
I just wanted to take the stress off them. I can figure it out.
We got Mike in the chat.
Some people don't get that.
What's up, Mike? Yeah, you're right. Gentlemen, what's up? We got who's that in the chat there? La Roca, 1250. Nice. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. What's up? No, you're right, Rondell. I mean, that's what it comes down to, you know, because you take the stress off of somebody when you help them out, without them even asking for help or whatever the case may be. I mean, I've done that before. I've like paid gas for somebody while they're pumping gas or whatever. Like, hey, let me get that for you.
One time I was going through Tastios.
Oh yeah.
I was on the line and getting my sandwich. And I actually got how much? He said, no, the guy in front of you paid.
Oh, shit.
I said, that's cool as fuck. Yeah, he said the guy in front of me paid for it.
Yeah. People standing in front of me, they be struggling to get change and shit.
Yeah, I always do that. Yeah,
I got it, bro.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
I had a guy do that the other day. It was funny.
Don't even worry about it. I'll take the rest of whatever that is.
Well, he was diabetic and he needed a chocolate candy bar. He's like, you got a candy bar? It's like under $2 or whatever like that. And the guy was like, I don't think so. And he grabbed one and he had like $3 in his pocket and he was like going to pay for it. And he came to like 3 and change or whatever. And I was like, I got it, buddy. I got it. He's like, no, it's all right. Now, what do you got to do that for? I'm like, no, I'll get it for you. I know you're going to have a problem with your diabetic, you know. And as we were walking out, he goes, I had the money, I just didn't want to break a 20. And I was like, and I said,
hey, at least he honest, bro.
Well, that's why he didn't want me to pay for it, because he had the money, he just didn't want to break a 20. And I said, oh, you cheap bastard, you're like me. And I just left. We just left, and he just started laughing. Man. He took off, but it was so funny. He was like, no, don't do it. He was like so adamant. I'm like, dude, it's like 88 cents. Like, relax.
Good think about that though.
Yeah,
a candy bar that used to cost $0.25.
Oh, I know.
We go back to talking about spending money.
Yeah,
I like Reese's.
Yeah,
$3.33.
I know.
God damn.
Yeah.
Why would I? I mean, I'm not gonna pay
that. That shit used to be like $1 something.
It was not. It was less than that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all too much money. Like I always say.
Candy up like that?
It's the same.
Candy's up like that, bro. So here you got a little kid crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we just
for a candy it costs $3.33.
Yeah.
I gotta get gas, baby.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry, baby girl. I gotta get gas.
Yeah,
it's horrible, man. I mean, it's good that candy's high, that we eat less of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I mean, it sucks.
It's just, if you think about it, it's just so ridiculous.
Because everything's such a mess. Yeah.
A soda is $2.79.
Yeah.
A Pepsi, $3 for a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Used to be 50 cents, $1.
Yeah. And it's still poison.
Not anymore.
It's not like it's better for you. You know.
Now, if you want to get something that's not expensive, look at the ingredients. It's overly processed, overly chemicalized, stuff that you can't even read. And one of the things that you know, when I was studying to be a medic, one of the things that they tell you about labels is that if you can't read the label, if you don't know what it means, you shouldn't eat it.
Or there's more than like 4 ingredients. Like they shouldn't have more than like a couple ingredients and stuff.
Well, I can tell you this: I had ketchup in Italy.
Yeah,
it's different than ketchup.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
it's got tomatoes, olive oil,
and vinegar,
pepper, and vinegar, some shit like that. It was just a couple of ingredients.
That's it.
And it was delicious.
Yeah.
But this one, and why they do it is so they could do more.
Well, so they can sit on the shelf longer. That's why it's the preservatives. That's what it is. Yeah, preservatives.
That shit ain't supposed to last that long. You ever see ketchup in Italy? That shit get changed.
No, it gets changed. It gets eaten.
Yeah, it gets eaten.
It'll go rotten.
You know what I mean? It's good.
That's what it is.
It's made of real tomatoes. It'll go rotten.
They want the shelf life. That's the key. The key is the shelf life. That's where the money's at. You know.
Yeah, but.
It's
just ridiculous the way, you know, and we're talking about inflation, we're talking about everything, man.
Oh, he said
everything has gotten so crazy, but if you notice, people have less money too.
There was 50 cents off at 7-Eleven for gas today? I didn't. Oh, it was because today was 7.7.
Right.
Maybe that's why. I didn't know that. Fuck, I should have went and filled up. How much is it going to
be for 7-Eleven?
Yeah, I should have filled up. Shit. Damn it. Thanks for letting us know. Damn it, I might go fill up right now. Oh shit! So, okay, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's $3.59 right now everywhere. So
yeah,
it'd be $3.09.
It should be a lot less.
It should be $2 less.
Yeah.
$1.99.
Yeah, it's got to be fair. You know, everything's got to come down.
I understand that you need to make money, but $2 a gallon is more than enough.
They're making money. Even like you were just saying, even the fucking stupid candy bar. Like they're making money off all this stuff. You know, it's like it doesn't cost more money to make a stupid Reese's peanut butter cup than it did 3 years ago.
How they justify it is they say travel, getting it there.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all lies. It's all lies.
Most of that stuff comes in on trains anyway.
It's all lies.
Especially chocolate. The Hershey factory is in fucking Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and then the same thing with fucking what was it? What was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot it. I forgot. Candy bar. No, I forget.
I know y'all got fucking farms near the equator for their damn beans.
Yeah. That happens to me a lot, John. When I'm going to say something, it just blanks the fuck out.
That's the weed. It's the weed.
You think that's the weed? I think it's age, man.
It's just fucking, I'm losing my mind.
Damn.
Shit, because I remember shit from a long time ago, but I don't remember what I ate this morning.
I did. I remember that.
I remember that.
If I think about it, I can remember.
Country Kitchen this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember what I ate this morning.
See Deborah
What did I eat this morning?
at your kitchen?
I had a protein shake.
I don't eat in the morning.
I don't always. It just depends. Some mornings I'll get up and go get some breakfast.
Then I went to Vincent's today. I was gonna ask about the pizza, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And I got 2 meatballs, which are good. You know.
Yeah.
I got Nikki a Capri salad.
Nice.
Can't beat it.
Look at you taking care of business.
Yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Taking care of business. Doing it. All right, let me play this prophecy from Kim Clement. Let's see, right here. Basically what he's saying is, and this is 2014 when he put these prophecies out, but he's basically saying that, back then there was going to be a lot of uncovering of all the things that we've been seeing and what's happening now, and like all the stuff we've talked about for the last fucking 5 years, all these podcasts that we've done, and the fall of Babylon, and the fall of all these people and all these corrupt individuals, and that Trump's not going to do it and arrest them. It's going to be a move of God, and God's going to manifest things in each season this year. And this is what he's saying, just to give you an overview. I've done a deep dive on this guy. This guy was getting massive God downloads.
However, there is an uncovering of great evil, and I will start from the top. I have shaken the Democrats and will shake the Republicans even more. But remember, when these tremors and when these tumultuous moments happen, Summer says, I will take it so that the fall can do its work in America. Princes of darkness and demonic powers are raging for these 2 extremely wicked terror organizations to be pierced with the sword of the Lord. Summer, take it. For thus says the Lord, I will prosper my people. And during the fall there shall be many that shall fall, and many that shall rise from the dust. The earth is standing prepared. I shall take it, for the summer shall bring forth much in the temperatures. Strange July, hypnotic November. And oh, Christmas, where winter shall say, and me, I will make them happy.
Yeah, think about the weather now in July. It's hot as fuck out here.
And there is another.
It's hot everywhere too.
And there is another.
Yeah, everywhere.
And there is another prophecy where he says the temperatures will be
in
higher
places
than
it's
normal.
not usually this hot.
Yeah.
No, bro, I'm melting, bro.
No, I believe.
That's at me.
I believe that we're sitting in what he's been prophesizing all this time since 2014. I believe we're sitting in that window because it doesn't matter the year when he was saying it. It's about the seasons.
See,
it's not about the year.
One thing, the Bible says that no one knows the time.
Well, I know that. I know that.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Stop interrupting.
But I'm not. Yeah.
God says that no one knows the time or the season, right? So what that means, just going back, just pretty much agreeing with you, John.
Yeah.
The season, he's not looking at a year.
No. Nope.
You understand?
Nope. You're right.
So just clarifying, the Bible says, no one knows the time or the season. So saying that, not saying that prophecy, that God does give people prophecy, because prophecy is nothing but a warning.
Absolutely.
Do you realize that?
That's all it is.
That's all prophecy is.
That's it.
When you hear prophecy, you're hearing a warning.
Bingo.
You know, God is telling me to warn you.
Yes.
That's a prophecy.
Absolutely. And a lot of people are now feeding off of his prophecies.
So now he's talking, this was 12 years ago, because no one knows the time.
That was longer.
He just said there'll be a season, a hot July,
strange, something
November.
Strange.
Now he's talking about this July is hot as fuck. November is the election.
Exactly.
And then what's going to happen in Christmas? We're going to be happy.
Yeah.
Because everybody recognizes Christmas as a Christian holiday.
Exactly.
So most people go to church. Most people feel godly. It gives people the opportunity to be good.
Absolutely.
Share.
Exactly.
Joy.
100%.
I mean, what is it that you see? Joy in the season?
Yep. Yeah. That's it. And that's basically what he says in the prophecy, because he talks about, and I'll give you a little bit more. I didn't pull up a lot of videos, but before this prophecy, he talks about summer will be the mediator between spring and fall, so the fall can do its work in America. So I believe we're in the mediation process now of something big starting to compress itself. So then we're going to see some stuff start to transpire in the fall, and then and then winter says, "Oh, Christmas! Well, I will make them happy." And then after he says that, he says, "God says I will manifest something. I will use each season to manifest something." And I think that's what it is. It's the manifestation of each season.
But we've been seeing it, though, and we've been calling it out as well.
Exactly. So we've been warning people.
Right.
Exactly.
But what are we? I told you. You're the prophet of truth, brother, the minister of truth.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing.
And that's what we do, because we're warning people. It's just a warning.
That's it.
We don't call it prophecy because we don't say we're prophets.
Exactly.
We honor the name. But we are warners. We are listeners. We see what a lot of people don't see.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? And it's not that they just don't have their eyes open.
100%.
They're walking blind.
The scales didn't come off.
And not that they're bad people.
No.
They just don't see the truth.
Absolutely.
They hear a truth, but they don't see the truth. You see? Because there's a difference between a truth and the truth.
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
And they're listening to a truth, whatever that truth may be to them, because they're blind. Me, I want to see.
Yeah. No, I got you there. That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
And we just had a comment, too. Somebody put Trump will be a trumpet. Prophecy Kim Clement had before Trump became president, back when Obama
and the trumpets
president.
will sound.
Exactly. And so he said that before Trump was even running for president. He said that in 2009. He said, Trump will become a trumpet. I don't think you hear me. Trump will become a trumpet. And that was 2009. Obama just got elected.
So there it is.
There it is. So he was already calling it then, that Trump will become a trumpet.
You know what I call people who follow Trump, though?
What?
Trumpets.
Yeah. There you go. So that makes sense. So he's the ultimate trumpet.
Right.
Yeah, so he'd be the big trumpet.
I tell you, this MAGA movement, this MAGA movement is big.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to put it to sleep, the media, making it seem like, but it's big.
100%.
People are MAGA.
Yeah. Well, and then Kim Clement also prophesied that Trump would have two. He didn't say Trump. He said the president that he's going to come into office, that will come into office with hot blood, won't be a praying president in his first term, but he'll be a praying president in his second term.
And that's Trump.
And he said that guy would have 2 terms before he even.
But remember the near-death experience. I mean, that
that's
really
the
happened.
anointing.
That was real.
That's like a real anointing.
That would scare the shit out of me. I mean, that's just a few inches away from death.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? An inch away from death, actually.
Yeah.
They tried to take my head off.
Yeah.
So he did say that too.
Because he said he had an awakening.
Yeah.
Remember what he came out and said? Fight, fight, fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Bible says that we're to fight the good fight and keep the faith.
Mm-hmm.
So God does agree that we need to fight.
Yes.
We need to fight the evil one.
Yep.
It's not like we lay back and let him do the fighting. No. He will give us the strength, because we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us.
That's it.
He will give us the strength because, again, we spoke about it earlier. He doesn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind.
Exactly.
What did we say about Neo? Remember, he died.
That he died.
He got shot and he died.
Yep.
Therefore, in Christ, you will become a new creation. Old things are passed away. When you're passed away, you're dead. Mm-hmm. Right? He died.
Yep.
Right? When he came back as a celestial being. Then remember, the bullets came and he said, no.
No, not
He was able to have that power.
And that's when Neo.
There was no fear. Remember, before that,
there was
fear.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Smith, run. And he was like, oh. But
this time he did.
This time he did it because he was in a celestial body, the bodies that we're going to get. Not much. We're not going to look much different. Okay? And we'll be able to do things like fly, go through walls, see things, and have the power.
And what did Morpheus say when he did that? He went, "He is the one."
He is the one.
That's because he was like, "Oh shit!" Like he is.
He is because he came back.
Mm-hmm. And then the oracle told him he wasn't the one. He had to tell him what he needed to hear.
Right. That's what they said.
Exactly.
Now the oracle, we know she smoked cigarettes. She was like, she did things her way.
Exactly.
Because he needed to prove it to himself because she says, you're lost.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
You don't even have a clue. Yeah,
you're going to forget about this after you eat the cookie.
Exactly. And you'll be right as rain.
And remember, he didn't at the end when he says, oh, no.
Yep.
This is it. And then he gave his life and he said, no, I got to do this because he started to believe.
Exactly. That's the key.
Because when you start to believe in yourself, when you can see things, remember, he was looking at the screen, at the code. So he started to see what was in the code because he can see now. Yep. Because really, before this awakening for me, everything was like that, like numbers. I didn't understand what the hell they were. Now I see the numbers. I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because I see
you
now.
You see it now. You see it for what it is. You see the codes.
Right. I see the codes. I see what's going on.
Just like Steve from Stone's Clones about that 0010110, that code that breaks the
right, and that's what it is. If you look at the Matrix,
0110.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's I thought about that when he said the numbers.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I'm glad he brought that up. That was a great show too with Steve. Thanks for coming in, Steve.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Steve's a great guy, man. He's fun. He's fun to spend time with.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's the code. We're breaking the code, and I think that Kim Clement was helping to break the code by having these early prophecies, these early signs.
And it's great because there were other prophets too who gave warning.
Oh yeah.
Other prophets gave warning, you have other men who God used to give warning. He's using Trump now to give warning.
Absolutely. There's a bunch of people
Trump is a form of a prophet in a sense.
Yeah. He's always been a lightning rod, like I said.
Yeah, I think Trump's only issue, and we all have an issue, is that he doesn't know how to get out of his own way sometimes.
Well, of course, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're our own worst enemy. Because remember, we're the main character in our story, so we have to be the main character.
I think he recognizes the calling.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, because of what goes on around him in Congress and in the Senate and the courts and everything else, he's limited by the world.
Well,
he needs to realize. What he needs to realize is that he really does have the power.
Yeah, it's true. He does. I agree. I think that's a big part of it, and I think that's part. I
think that a lot of times what happens is that we don't want to do things because we want to please the masses.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
When we know what the right thing to do is to do it. And let me tell you something. Jesus wasn't popular, bro.
No, of course not.
He only had 12 friends. He had a lot of followers.
Yeah, right.
But he had a small circle.
It's true.
And one of them betrayed him.
It's true. You're right. You're absolutely right.
He wasn't popular, bro.
No.
The things that he said, that if he was to say them today, he would be he'll be persecuted through CNN, Fox News, all of them.
Yeah,
they would hate him.
Absolutely, no, because he was trying to tell the truth.
Right.
That's that movie.
And that's why they hate Trump.
I'm telling you the truth, he would say. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah. Well, they hate Trump because Trump.
Telling you the truth.
Trump is pretty straight up.
Yeah.
And I know the New Yorker because I'm a New Yorker. Yeah. We're pretty upfront. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? We don't try not, we say what we mean and we mean what we say.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's the real deal.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, what I always told you, don't talk about it.
Be about it. That's what got me fired.
I mean? Yeah. Hey. But look where you are today.
He said I did that shit.
You could have been still plugged in.
Look at me today.
I did that shit.
Look at you now.
Look at me now, nigga.
He said I did that
shit. That's so funny. He said
I stood 10 toes.
Right? It's so true though, because
think about it.
He sat there at the shop, and I'm standing there, and we're like, "Yeah, we gotta do something." Is this for you, or which one is it? Yeah. He's like, I was like, "We gotta do something about this with the kids and the masks, and we're gonna have a mental health crisis. We gotta talk about it." He's like, he looked at me with John. Don't talk about it. Be about it. And I was like, oh, okay.
The next day he goes to the fucking school board meeting.
You motherfuckers!
He fucking threw up all over those motherfuckers.
Somebody get him the hell out of here.
Oh, bro, forget about it, bro.
And it's so funny because the day I left the meeting, the day I left the job that night, I was like, I stopped at the red light downtown Beer, and I was like, either I go left on 14th Avenue and I go home, or I go right on 14th Avenue and I go to the school board meeting. And I just sat there, and all I could hear was Eddie going, "Don't talk about it.
Be about it."
And I just went, I guess I'm going to have to go right instead of left.
Let's do this shit.
Because if I go left, I'm going home and eating some pizza and watching TV, or I go right and I go to the school board meeting and I fucking tell them how it is. We had to do it, yeah.
Right, and then you became an advocate.
Yeah, it's true.
You were a voice. You were there in every meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, remember the chairs? You couldn't sit down. They were because they wanted people outside, and you're saying why?
Yeah.
You know, why is it that you're sleeping?
Yeah.
How come you're not paying attention?
And that's
you're pointing things out.
And that's a big part, like you said about Jesus. He was just going in there and telling them the truth.
He wasn't popular.
He was.
So what happened to Jesus? He got arrested.
He got arrested. Yeah.
What happened to John?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing.
You got arrested.
Same thing. Yeah. Same thing.
Because they were trying to stop you.
Yeah. What's that saying? Blonde, brunette. That's what they. Oh, that's what the guy said in the Matrix. Remember Cypher says, "All I see is blonde, brunette." When he was looking at the screen, because Neo asked him, like, "What do you see?" He goes, "All I see is blonde."
Because that's what he was looking at.
Exactly.
See, because we can look at the code and see what we want.
Exactly.
Because the code, remember, the code. You're not supposed. I mean, only. You have to have your eyes open to see the code. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can see whatever you want in the code.
That's right.
But is it the truth?
Yeah, exactly. And he wanted to go back in the Matrix.
Of course.
So that's why he saw blonde, brunette. He's like, I got to get back in there.
It's like, I know this fake. I know this steak isn't real. So why would you want to eat it?
Yeah.
If you know
he
it
was
ain't
fucking
real.
that shit up.
Yeah, but the whole thing is because he was willing to give himself up. He didn't like the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of people, let me tell you something.
I've been saying that forever.
The truth is scary, dude.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. I mean, we go back to, Jack Nicholson's scene where he says, you can't handle the truth. A lot of people really can't handle the truth, bro.
Said I had to escape commie Jersey, crazy world down there.
Oh yeah, New York. Imagine I would have been in New York with this fucking a socialist as mayor.
Right? Oh my God, what a mess! What a freaking mess!
Crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
I had Giuliani, bro.
Yeah, you had Giuliani.
Oh yeah, I had Giuliani as mayor, bro.
Yeah, he was going after the mob.
Yeah, he was going after fucking what's his face?
Fucking Gotti and the gang. Yeah. He wasn't going after my dad.
But he was no nonsense, though, bro. And he did a nice job.
He did. And he knew how to, he knew the law. He knew how to play the law against them, and they were used to getting their way, and he wasn't playing it. He wasn't playing that.
And then it ended up going blue. Yeah. New York at one point was purple.
Well, because they sent all those immigrants there all this time. That's what was being shown during the Biden administration was, look at what they're doing. They're flying these people to all these cities, and we didn't even pay attention to what they were doing. They've been doing it all this time.
We talked about it.
Well, because
we talked about it.
Oh yeah.
They put
we talked about it a lot
because of the diversity. Yeah. What did you say, Ron?
Dropped them off all in the Hamptons.
Yeah, in the Hamptons, they were doing all kinds of shit.
Where do you think they ended up? In New York.
Exactly.
Well, how about when they got dropped off? When we dropped them off at fucking
we took them to where was
Cape Meadow, whatever they live. These fucking
it was
up in New Hampshire, up north,
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod.
Oh, yeah.
And they dropped them off there. Oh, they didn't want them.
Yeah, no.
They said, oh no.
They were like, get out of here, because they know the game. They know how it works. Once you let a few of them in, then it just turns into New York City. And they did it on purpose. That's why all these cities are such a mess.
Philly and Chicago look crazy.
Same thing. Yeah.
I want to tell you something. Remember when they were snatching people up here? A lot of people were annoyed about it. Mm-hmm. But think about it now. Vero Beach, we have very little crime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very little shit happens here.
True.
You know what I mean? Most people carry a gun anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's not like you're going to rob somebody, you're just going to get away with it. That doesn't happen here.
Somebody's carrying something.
And the thing about these cities like New York, you can't have a gun.
No.
So if you shoot somebody who's trying to kill you, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
For having
you're
a
not
gun.
supposed to have it.
Nantucket, that's what he said. Joey said Nantucket, yeah. Yeah, Nantucket was the other place they dropped them off. Hey, what's up, Joey? Good to see you, buddy. So we got some people in the chat.
What's up, bro? What's happening?
It's Joey G. Joey G in the house. We're going to build that hockey rink, Joey. One of these days, when we get all our money, back from the fucking Steves.
I'm going to tell you, man. If I could just find a way, man, to just clean up a lot of these guys out there, That's always been a thing for me because
you got to be a Damon Darling.
Yeah,
turn into Damon Darling.
that's why I like watching them.
Right.
because I see what he does, you know. And if there were more philanthropists like that, you know, more people who went out and just gave.
That's true.
Not to organizations, but to people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times these organizations, people don't see that money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real people.
No, they don't. Yeah,
you know, like
don't.
we need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit, pay for my groceries.
Yeah,
I'll be grateful as fuck.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's it. If we all do our part, it'll change the frequency of the planet. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. Where, you know, he's doing the same thing, and then if you do it tomorrow, you help somebody out, or I help somebody out.
It's like I had for a while, and I was doing it. It was called the Happy Meal Ministry. So what it was. So if you see a homeless person, instead of giving them money, find a McDonald's and get them a Happy Meal. If it was a boy, if it was a man, get them a boy's meal.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. The guys who need a cheeseburger, fries, or soda, he's gonna play with a toy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, what better than that?
That's
you
true.
know. So I call it the Happy Meal Ministry. Back then it was $2.99 for a fucking Happy Meal.
Forget it now.
You know what I mean?
You're
Even
lucky.
if it's $6.99 now, it's still shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a scam.
So, you know,
So bad.
you could help somebody out. Now, why was it a Happy Meal? Because sometimes you got to go out of your way to find a McDonald's.
No, I got you.
See?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Not anymore.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah,
you didn't have to go too far.
Yeah, I know.
But it wasn't down the block sometimes. You have to go down a few blocks.
You go a minute, yeah.
So what did that do? It didn't just make it, here's $5, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little out for you. See?
Yep.
That's why it was.
Yeah.
That's why it was called the Happy Meal Ministry. It wasn't going to get the guy a sandwich because the deli's right next to him.
Yeah.
Find the fucking Happy Meal.
You got to start
and because it shows the effort that you put into finding it.
Because he knows there's nothing.
Yeah, like, wow, you got me a Happy Meal? Yeah, man, I got you, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You know, God bless. Have a good day. Enjoy your meal and bounce. You know, don't take a picture and shit and put it on video. You know, this is something that you did between you and the cat, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mega Millions at 567,000. All right, let's all chip our money in and get some Mega Millions.
You know what's
tickets.
crazy? We was in Colorado. I don't know if I ever told y'all this.
No.
But when we was leaving, so we bought all these big ass coats because there was a snowstorm when we got there, right? And fucking all of us bought these big ass jackets and shit because the jackets we brought was Florida jackets.
Yeah.
They're not built for that shit. Bro, so we leaving and the storm cleared. I'm talking about sun beaming. Like you can wear the regular jackets.
Yeah.
Fucking, so we got these big ass jackets. We was like, what the fuck we gonna do with these, bro? We was like downtown. We was downtown in another city. I think it was like Aspen or something. And there was like homeless people. We just started throwing the jackets on the homeless people sitting on it and just walked away. Nobody, no video, no nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, man. That's
That
what you
dude,
do.
Casper had a coat on that went from here to all the way down to his ankles. He put that jacket on that dude, and he walked away. The dude felt the jacket. He was like, I'm talking about this a nice ass jacket too, all leather.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm like, bro.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
I'll kept that one, Casper. He was like, nah.
But you see,
He good.
the
He
blessing
needed more
comes
than I
from
did.
that. Yeah, the
He's
blessing
like, that's a
comes from
jacket
that.
for
man.
here. I was like, you right.
It's like when John from Caps Pizza, just to put a quick plug out for Caps.
Yeah.
You know, he does the same thing.
Yeah, he does.
gives.
Yeah.
You know, look, I get it. You know, you got a lot of people that do it for publicity. John doesn't do it for that.
No.
I mean, he gets the publicity because people put it out there. Look what this guy's doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's it. Remember, to light one candle can light 1,000. So that's what happens. And Nikki did the same thing when I was there picking up the pizza. There was a girl there eating with her kids.
To me, it's just
and she
cheesy
gave
to
him a discount.
record it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's the thing.
yeah,
You know.
I don't know how it became a thing to start recording.
Well, because you make money.
You know why?
Because you make money.
That's just.
How was it that
Yeah.
people taking a picture of their lunch on Facebook became a thing?
Exactly.
This is what I'm eating.
Because you're a content
Who gives
creator.
a fuck?
Because you become a content creator. Everything is documented now. That's what everybody's. You look on your own profile on your Facebook, it says right here, everybody's a content creator. It says it right at the top. Digital creator. They did that on purpose. That was automatic. See it? It says right there, digital creator. Everybody became a content creator is what happened. You weren't a content creator before on Facebook. You were. I found my friend from high school that I hadn't seen in 20 years.
Shit.
Type of Facebook. That's what it starts out as. Everything starts out innocent. Everything starts out with good intentions, and then they get corrupted and they get infiltrated by the fucking demons. That's it. And that's why this Trump ain't gonna fix nothing. I keep saying that. The only thing that's gonna fix any of this is a move of God, and that's what's coming. Strange July is coming. I'm telling you. I've been studying this shit long enough that we're walking into it, Rondo, and you know it. This is it. This is the year everything changes for everybody. This is it. This is why we're still here. This is why I'm running out of fucking shit to talk about on this fucking show. Because you get to the point where we've talked about so much that it's like, all right, you want to do a fucking podcast about Paul McCartney and he's not really the real Paul McCartney? Like, we could do a whole show about that. And, people would be like,
you know what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday I was watching Mark Cox, the real estate thief, right? And nice podcast he has. He has a good podcast. Yeah. Anyway, so they were talking about Garth Brooks and Chris Gaines. Now, I've heard of Chris Gaines as a performer. I've heard of Garth Brooks as a performer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was new news to me that I was so intrigued that I was glued to the damn podcast. Mm. Garth Brooks and Chris Gaines were the same people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Garth Brooks had an alter ego. Mm-hmm. I mean, Chris Gaines was gay, had black hair with purple stripes, did punk rock. So I'm like, Garth Brooks, country, coming to stardom in 1999, went like, I don't know, ballistic? So they were saying on the show that it was MK Ultra.
Yeah, he's supposed to be, but apparently he's
you know what I mean? Like the same thing that happened to Britney Spears. Look how crazy she is. Yeah. Is like they brainwash these people.
Well, Beyonce has an alter ego called Sasha Fierce. She has one too.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what is it? But what is
Everybody says the names.
So, but they were saying that a lot of these performers, right? They're giving out messages in their music, and they're controlled.
Bingo.
Like the way they were controlled back in the 20s for the military. Like they're being mind controlled. Yep. To sing these songs, to manipulate the masses who are listening to it. I turned you guys on to Ira Lee, right?
Yeah.
Ira Lee got a song in there that talks about be careful what you listen to. Now, we know the Bible says that faith cometh by hearing, and hearing that the word of God. So what does fear come from? Obviously the same thing, hearing. I was telling John earlier, I could scare myself. I could think about the boogeyman and scare myself, literally. Mind control. Imagine someone doing that regularly to you. They have that trigger. They say a word and boom, you go into that trance and you become whatever they tell you to do.
That's why Chris Gaines, that when they introduced him on Saturday Night Live. They were like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Gaines," and everybody knew it was fucking Garth Brooks, but it was like he was playing this role all of a sudden. He was like playing this
talking Australian, everything.
And so everybody's like, "What the fuck?" So that's when he got introduced to the world, and then people were like, "What the fuck?" And then people say that Chris Gaines is actually like his alter ego is a serial killer. Yeah, that he's killed people.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what. Yeah. Mark Cox book's about. We got to have him on the show.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
I'm going to try to reach out to him and put him on. Yeah, because he has a really good podcast. Yeah. But what I'm saying though is that
killing people.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
He's supposed to be Marco. I'm going to get the book. Yeah. So this guy apparently was Chris Gaines was a serial killer.
Here he gives. We had a comment. Crazy but true. Music can make you do things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Look how look. Nothing against rap, Rondell, because I listen to Ira Lee. He's rap, but it's just a different words. Remember, the words words matter. Words are spells. We always said that. So if you're listening to like that bitch, that police officer, and you're hating, oh yeah, they're putting that into your head. Yeah. And you become what you listen to.
1,000%.
Do you?
Yes, you do. Obviously, because if you're constantly listening to it, look, when they're going to brainwash a child, you know how they do it? They put earphones on them and they tell them the government sucks, this, that. Music. And he gets trained by it.
You could be, I've never, me, I've always had the guard up. Yeah. So, I think it all comes from how you raise your kids. how you raised, how everything, because I wasn't, like I said, I didn't get that. Everything I take in, I know what I'm taking in, and I know what I'm keeping.
The world today is designed.
What I'm keeping and what I'm not.
The world today is designed, Rondell, where the babysitter is a television set, and it's been that way for a minute.
And that, like I'm saying,
it's been that way for a minute.
It's how you raise.
Why? Because two parents have to go to work today because things are hard. Both parents have to show up, right? So the kids
the
are
village
left.
Ain't there no more.
No,
the kids go to school. We learned over COVID what they're teaching these kids in school. Then they come home, do their homework from the stuff that they learned in school. They sit down, watch television, cartoons being subliminally fucking whatever's going on into their young brains, and they're focused on that. Look, one of the things I think, and I know this because I have boys, video games really desensitize these people.
1,000%.
Because the gore, remember, the more realistic the gore looked, the better the game was.
Absolutely.
I mean,
the more realistic.
Grand Theft Auto was one of the ones that really started out.
It started out an innocent little game, and then all of a sudden it morphed into what it is.
What happened? Because you, as the like you said, content creator of the game, right? Did the stealing?
They get corrupted.
Killed the cop.
Yeah, they
did all this stuff.
They go, add this to the game. Put this into the game. Put that into the game, and the creators end up doing that. And
I'm going to ask you a question.
You can make more money.
When you're playing by yourself,
it's the same thing,
right?
Yeah.
What do? You're listening to music.
Yeah, true. And
they got that music blaring.
They play music in the game. They play music in the background.
Yeah, so you have to understand. So,
even John Madden's game did that.
So
they were playing the current music.
They're getting into your head.
But I think what Rondell said was what hit to me though is that it's all about what you consume consumes you, and if you're aware of it, like you said, the awareness of what I'm listening to, then I know that it's got some stuff in it but I'm not going to absorb that part of the.
A lot of people always say that you say it all the time. Words, you have to be careful with your words. A lot of people always ask me, Rondell, you freestyle? Yeah, I can freestyle, but I don't freestyle because you can say any fucking thing.
Right.
And my brain be thinking about demons and shit all the time, so you don't want to say no crazy shit. Like, you can't just come off the top of the brain like when your brain work like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree, right? Because I listen to news and it doesn't manipulate me.
Yeah.
I listen to news to decipher. So, the same thing. Now, you being a rap artist, our beginning of our song, our podcast was a song that you did. You can decipher because you haven't changed. You're not out there committing crime. You're not doing all that shit. But a lot of these young people today who can't decipher are being manipulated by music, even country music. All kinds of music is manipulating people today. And it's done because it's mind control, and I'm believing that. I believe that Garth Brooks, Britney Spears,
did you know there's not even NK Ultra? There's a rhythm that the industry has. I forgot the name of it, but there's a rhythm set.
That makes sense.
That literally puts you. It doesn't matter what brand of music it is, what genre it is. It is a built-in system to hypnotize you to.
Makes sense.
And I can't think of the name of it, but when I think of it, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely frequencies.
There's a frequency.
There's different hertzes that they use. For 440 is the hertz that they changed it from. It used to be 432. So if you listen to music, you should listen to music in 432 hertz. 432.
No.
440 is what they changed it to, and that's the frequency that is where you can control the mind.
When I had
with
the
it.
gym,
yeah.
Because you've been in the gym. When I had the gym, my own gym, I used to listen to frequencies a lot because they are very calming.
Yep.
If you need energy, it works. So the same way with music, like I was telling one of the guys I trained, like he was telling about the music. I said, don't listen to the words. He didn't like rap, and they have rap music playing at the gym. I said, listen to the beat. Because if you listen to the beat in gym music,
it gives you rhythm.
It's not only that; it's a heartbeat. Boom.
Yeah, that's
boom,
rhythm.
boom.
Once you hear a rhythm, your heart catches.
Forget the words, because the words will manipulate you. It aggravated him, the words. He just didn't like it. But I said, listen to the beat, and he started just listening to the boom, boom, boom. Well, he stopped hearing it because he was listening to his own heart. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so we have to be very careful because, like you said, frequency, once you're aware of it, once you know, oh, this is all, we got to be careful.
Joey said hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, old school rap.
I'm crying.
I remember
the
that.
best Sugar Hill Gang from New Jersey.
Yeah. Sugar Hill Gang did that. I said hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Nice, Joey.
Yeah, that was real.
Great.
But that was one of the first raps.
Right? That's awesome.
But that was rap back in the day, and then today it became something else.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just trying to match words. You know what I mean?
And Joey said,
and then it got really fucking creepy because it got manipulated.
Fucked up young drivers that are super speeders trying to outrun the cops. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
I see that on 95. I mean, I've seen kids doing that. There was a wreck on 95 the other day.
You go up at 95 during the daytime and the afternoon, you're going to see them flying they're running from the police.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I ain't going to say nothing. I don't run from police,
shit.
but I be flying.
Yeah, I seen it the other
real
day.
Real GTA shit.
Yeah, real GTA. Well, that's what I'm saying. And I think that's what Joey means. Is like that's where it becomes. It becomes so desensitized that you're like, fuck it, I can drive this. And then that kid wrecked his car the other day on. He was cutting through. They were chasing each other. The kid had a Corvette, and the other kid had like a Mustang, and he clipped some other guy, and they went off into the fucking woods. You know, you could see they were racing, pretending like they were doing the GTA shit. You know, it gets in your mind. It fucks with you. You know, and you think you can do this. You know,
I drive them damn cars all the time, and I do not fucking play with them.
Right? You can't.
You do not fucking play with those. Them is not those.
Those things are.
I don't get it.
Powerful, dude.
My friends play with those cars, but like they know, they just know. I don't do too much in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
you can die in this motherfucker.
You're selling Hellcats.
Yeah,
and all that shit.
You can die in these damn cars. Very easy.
Right.
That's why I drive a Jeep.
That's why I drive a Jeep.
Some of the Jeeps is them damn 392 Jeeps. Is
I gotta tell you, my Jeep is pretty fast. The whole thing about it, bro, is that if you're gonna hit me,
those things are
you're gonna get hurt.
You hit a damn Jeep, especially a lifted Jeep. Your shit is not okay after you hit it.
Right.
This lady hit my shit one time.
Oh my god!
And she came up to me. She was like, "I'm so sorry." I went and looked. So you ain't did shit to him. I looked at her shit. Her whole damn back bumper is fucking crushed in. I said, "Damn."
Yeah, her issue.
Damn.
I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I don't need nothing.
Right.
I scraped off the little white paint.
Shit,
I said, look, it came off. Shoes. I was like, hey, you can just deal with that. Just deal with that. Damn. Smack that shit.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh my god. All right, we're about an hour. Yep.
Oh yeah, wow.
We hit an hour already.
Yeah, I didn't even realize the time.
Well, thanks for all the comments, guys. We appreciate checking in. Let's share the show.
Thanks a lot, Nikki, for your pizza. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really
pizza.
good. Thank you,
appreciate
Nikki.
you, Nikki.
See you, John, next week.
Right,
See you next week,
we got
Johnny.
Nikki's Pizza, 772-05-2099.
God bless, guys.
That's fucking nice. Good pizza. All right, thank you, guys. We appreciate it, and stay human.
Love, peace, chicken grease, baby. We out.
Yeah, we out.